questions to be answered in Seattle. Can Eli Tomac overcome the 3-point deficit he's given up to Cooper Webb in the championship hunt? Can Chase Sexton use the anger of getting docked 7 points in Detroit to get him back onto the top of the box again tonight? And how pissed off is Chase Sexton after getting docked 7 points in a victorious effort in Detroit? Can Bam Bam keep up the crazy pressure of the last few rounds? And is Aaron Plessinger ready for redemption? All of these questions are about to be answered as the gate's about to drop in Seattle. It's Supercross coverage on the Big49.com.
And there we go. Welcome to Seattle, bitches, where the players play, because the first heat is in the books for the 250s. And Pierce Brown dominated.
Yep.
And that was a heat that even had
he didn't
RJ
dominate.
in it. RJ.
Carson Mumford did amazing in that heat, though.
He was winning.
Mumford killed it, bro. He hasn't even been back racing.
I'd have to say good job for Mumford and his sons. That's what I'm saying. You see what I did right there?
Oh, my God.
See what I did
You've
right
got
there?
this and Levi Kitchen jokes all up at night.
I got Levi Kitchen jokes.
I was there to punch you in the nuts.
What's
Hey,
the
so
chef cooking?
Here's my question, though. You guys were busting the Nirvana out.
Yeah, because it's Seattle.
He's in Seattle, too.
By the way, I screwed up that intro and put Chase Sexton in it twice. Did you notice that?
I noticed
Chase
that.
Sexton's in there 2 times because I did a retake and I didn't take the old take out as I went through the production and I loaded it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
We're going to dock you on points for that, by the way.
That's 10
happens.
points.
There's going to be demerits on
That's
that.
jumping
10
on a
points.
red flag right there. That's the mistake that cost you a race.
Oh, 7 points?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to say 7 points,
7
and then
points.
we have to make Stretch sit in the corner with a dunce cap.
-7.
That's what I'm
And a
saying.
demon box in my lap.
And demon box in his lap. Yeah.
Let's drill a hole in the demon box and see who's brave enough to put their nuts in there.
Wow. Wow. See,
You're going to sit in the corner
and-
with your dick in a demon
that,
box.
there's a whole other level of a problem right there.
Yeah, that's
and
really bad,
I don't even want to even think about that right now because
Wow, that's funny right there.
yeah, that's not funny.
No,
That
that's
is not
good.
funny.
That's good. That's online content right there. That'll spike it on the Instagram.
Yeah, on the WWWs.
So did you
Yeah,
see?
we're doing
you
that.
see?
By the way, I want to give a shout out to our good friends, the Wagemans with the R Jerky.
Oh, my mouth is on fire right now, bro.
Fire! Like that's spicy, but it's like it reminds me so much of like a wasabi heat. It just hits you in the nose and in the face. And you're just
What
like,
does it have? What does it
"Oh."
say on the ingredients? Is it ghost pepper or something?
Yeah,
What makes
I
it
think
so
it's
hot?
ghost. I think it's ghost pepper.
we just
Ghost
put
pepper's
that.
no
We just
joke.
put that on the rack this morning,
It's so good.
and dude,
Yeah.
So
Wow.
good. So good right now.
You go,
so
Rick Dees.
good.
come on, Rick.
So hot.
By the way, the RJ Hampshire coming in 3rd place on that, which is weird because that wasn't a stacked heat for
Yeah.
RJ. RJ should have ran away with that.
I think
and
so,
the fact
too.
he didn't. Had 2 Kawasaki's got the whole shot. It was Mumford and McAdoo, I think, was with him. Both of them were out front, and then Mumford held his own, finished 2nd overall after not racing for a long time. So that was good.
And
I'm
good
kinda
shot out for
surprised-
Pierce. I mean, he
I'm
had
kind
a,
of surprised with Pierce Brown because Pierce
Right.
Brown's been very hot and cold.
Yes.
I'm
even
a
today
fan-
in practice, he went down a couple, once or twice.
I've been a fan of Pierce since he got onto the Gas team, and I think that it was a good addition, and he was dominant early on, and he kind of fell off like a little
Something
bit
happened,
like
right,
wallpaper. He
right.
Dude, that was Yoder. That wasn't freaking. That was not McAdoo. That was Yoder that was hanging up at the front. He finished 4th.
Well, Yoder finished 4th, but you had Mumford
was
finished
held
2nd.
first.
Hampshire finished 3rd.
And Mumford had
Which
at
is
least
weird.
half that race,
Yeah.
bro.
And I'm with
At
you on
least,
the
more than
Brown
half.
thing.
3/4 of the race.
Mumford and his sons.
What do you think is going to happen
and his
with
sons.
Mumford in the overall? So he was in a pretty light heat race, but where does he stack up in the main event?
I think that Mumford's going to come in probably 4th, 5th.
I have him 4th.
I have
I'm
him
worried
4th.
now.
I have him
I have
4th.
RJ in front
Pierce
of him.
or Mumford? I'm talking about Pierce. Where's Pierce going to go in the
Pierce?
main event after
I don't have
having,
Brown. I don't have Brown anywhere on my picks because Brown is so inconsistent.
And he
Yeah, I'm
crashed
with you on that.
in practice. I just can't.
He's so. Hey, what's going on with the little blondie right
So
there?
now you got a
Tasty
the
treat there on
second
the
heat
TV.
race about to start for the 250s, which has Jet Lawrence in it, has Levi Kitchen, has McAdoo, has Oldenburg, Volan, and Robertson. That's a lot of dudes. Plus
Yeah.
our friend Derek Kelly and both of the Wageman brothers also in it.
Yep. So
And that's
Who
what I
wins
said.
between the Wagemans?
It doesn't seem like they're stacking up that heat too.
RJ,
with all the fast guys now.
I'm a fan of RJ. I think RJ is going to do well in this.
I think that Suzuki's going to do it with Robbie.
Okay.
They're just stacking the heat though. Heat 2 has always got all the fast guys in it.
All right.
Here they go. So let's break out and see what happens.
We will see here in 5 minutes here what happens. I'm going to play some Vandals, and we will be back
See
to
what's
Big
cooking.
49.
I want to be a cowboy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What the kitchen is cooking.
What's the
It's for
kitchen
AP.
cooking?
I want to be a cowboy. Bow, 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 bow.
It's Big 49.
Taking out the competition like Justin Barsha and Jason Anderson. It's the Big 49 Supercross coverage coming to you live from wet-ass Seattle. So strap that helmet on tight because we don't care what the AMA says. We're leaving here with the red plate of moto broadcasting.
And here we go. Heat 2 in the books, and that was an exciting one. Here's your top 5. Kitchen, Lawrence, Robertson, McAdoo, and Volan. Our friend Derek Kelly coming in at 7, so straight to the main event. And also Robbie Wageman getting in there as well to the main event at number 8.
Right on.
All right, guys, so tell me what you thought about that. That was an exciting heat race.
It was very exciting. I actually I reached out and found and got a hold of some people that can get us.
We
an
need to
interview.
talk to some people on this.
Yeah, I got some interview right now
About what happened
with Cameron McAdoo, aka the Terminator. After
Terminator.
that, yeah.
Who just tried to take out Jet Lawrence, by
Yeah,
the way.
so
Landed on him in a jump.
Yeah,
I mean, tell me that wasn't a...
it was totally.
You have to get out of the city immediately and avoid the authorities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Is that what we're
exactly
talking
it.
to?
That's what he said when he
Yeah.
rolled up next to him in
Yeah.
that straightaway.
That's exactly what he said, and I was a little surprised by that. Because
Wow.
The
You know what's
CPU from
crazy?
The first Terminator.
I actually liked him more of the governor.
yeah,
Oh, he was great.
yeah. So here's the thing about Cameron McAdoo you need to know though.
My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
So that's
He's the Terminator?
Yeah. So he is the Terminator.
Right.
So we got that interview right there with Cameron.
And by the way,
Go
the
after
way-
Jet. Go after
The way
Jet,
he
right?
took Jet out, yeah, he dialed in, how the Terminator scans through
Here's
his
it-
vision.
here's exactly
he
what
saw
it-
Jet Lawrence, and he's like, Jet Lawrence, annihilate.
Here's what he said.
Here's what he said.
I'm a Terminator.
That's it. That's it. That's all he said.
That's
I'm a
it.
Terminator.
Okay. So
Because he is.
yeah, and just so you know.
Oh,
I swear I will not kill anyone.
did you hear the bike? You hear the bike in the
yeah,
background?
hear the bike in the background. So
He tried to kill
Come
Jet.
with me if you want to live.
yeah. So
I believe him.
okay.
Wow.
He really tried to take
Here's
out
what's
Jet's head.
crazy.
He literally
The
tried
lead-
to land on his head almost.
Yeah.
The leaders of that heat race were so far ahead that those two landed on each other, kind of took a second to get back on the bikes, and they stayed in second and third place. They didn't lose positions.
He
That's
lost
how
some
far
spots.
ahead they were.
Got him back.
Yeah, you got him back.
Yeah.
I was really surprised.
But what's cooking in the kitchen was like
You saw Jet
15
yelling at
seconds
him.
ahead.
Hey,
Yeah.
I never, ever tell Levi not to make a badass dinner. And tonight, the chef
Yeah.
was in the kitchen
Like if he
cooking.
cooks you something, you're like, nah, I don't need the A1.
I don't need the A1 on
I don't
that.
need the A1.
Yeah, no sauce.
No sauce.
Because it's always good. Because that's what the chef's cooking. You know?
Yeah.
That's what.
The chef's at home. This is a home race for him. This guy's from Washougal, Washington. I expected him to be really good, but not as good as he was in that heat race. He won by like 15 seconds.
He won and he kicked ass. So
Yeah, no, that was very impressive stuff. So,
So,
Levi Kitchen,
so
shout out
what?
to Canada.
And yeah, shout out to him. But the move that McAdoo pulled obviously is going
What
to get
was
some
that?
backlash.
Explain that to me. Jet's riding the inside line along the tough blocks in the whoops,
he
and
cuts
then
on the
he tries
inside.
to pass him on the inside.
Yeah.
He jumped up onto the,
Well,
onto the
Yeah,
table.
it was
to
a
jump.
rhythm section with a table, so it wasn't the whoops. But,
hold on here because this is what he said.
This
This
is
is
what
what
he
this is exactly what McAdoo said.
I have detailed files.
Yeah, so he knew what he was doing.
Okay.
He knew what he was doing. Okay,
there you go.
because he
I have
knows.
detailed
You can't
files
make
on
this stuff
human
up.
Anatomy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he is.
All right,
he
so-
is something.
By the way-
yeah, that
he's-
wasn't cool. When
So
that-
he's going to go change his helmet liners out.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say now he is wearing a. He started off with a medium.
Right.
He's now at a large helmet. So
Yeah.
Cameron McAdoo is wearing a large.
Large now.
A large helmet.
Okay.
Now.
Do you know what McAdoo is to me? You know when
And
you
Lawrence
watch
is pissed.
when you watch UFC
Very
fighters,
much so.
there's those fighters that like Diaz, like a Nate Diaz. The guy doesn't really get good until he gets punched in the face a few times. Like it seems like after a crash, McAdoo gets faster.
I'm gonna say that Jet Lawrence looks like the
look how
Terminator
pissed off
right now.
Lawrence is pissed. His face is all
He
huffy
looks
puffy
like
red.
he is gonna kick somebody's ass and take somebody's name
I would
right
be
now.
pissed at that move, bro.
Yeah, he's pissed.
That's either a foot peg to the neck, the way he pulled that,
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
Jet needs a haircut, by the way. He looks like a hippie right now.
Yeah,
He
it's
needs
been
a haircut.
been a week or two.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make fun of Jet right now because he's justifiably,
He's
pissed. But I do, I'm happy for Levi Kitchen right now. I really
By the way,
am.
And still
Robertson
with a
got up there
second
in the
place.
box.
Lawrence still with a second place right now after
He's
all that.
Jet, dude. He's the fastest dude on that effing track.
Here's what I have to say, though, about Levi.
Hey, this is Levi Kitchen. You're listening to the Big 49, the only moto rock station on planet Earth.
Exactly. So,
Did he just throw that out?
yeah, he
Was
just
he
threw
on the
that out on the box.
On the box?
On the box,
In
just
first
now.
place?
On the box.
Yeah,
Just threw
that's
that
what he
out
said.
there. Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Nice.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's the power of the Big 49. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
there you go.
We have the power.
I got to tell you right now that we are getting ready to go into 450 Heat
By the way,
1.
Blondie. Hottie.
Oh, my God.
Want to
Whoa,
touch
easy
the hottie?
moto. Easy
That was
moto
my best.
on that one.
That was my best. That was my best Billy Madison
That
impression.
was your best moto girl yet, bro.
Yeah,
right
wow.
there. Monster
Want
girl.
to-
You just,
Want
who do
to
we got
touch
in this
the
one?
hottie?
Wow. There's nobody in this race. Dude, look at the racers in this
that's what I'm saying. The
There's
Heat ones.
no one in
Yeah.
Heat 1.
Well, you got Moran's. You got Sealy.
Sealy's going to freaking be on the
Cianciarillo.
podium.
AP is in this. Barsh is in this.
So I bet
Barsha's
Craig,
in there?
Sealy,
Where's Barsha?
Barsh is in this.
Barsha's not in this.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Look. Hold on. When they throw the leaderboard back up, you'll see Barsha
No,
in there.
Barsha's not on there. It's
Yes,
AP.
he is. AP's in this.
Adam C. AP. Kevin Moranz is at the front with Christian Craig. And that
Sealy.
tells you,
Sealy
Hold on
was in
here.
like third.
oh, Sealy's on fire because it's his first race back in 4 years.
So I'm just saying, watch out on this one.
Champion.
No,
right there.
Barsha's not in this race, dude.
Yeah,
This
he
is
is.
going to be a stacked Heat 2. It's going to be like a main event, the Heat 2.
Look at the board. Barsha at
Oh,
number 11.
What?
That's all I have to say about that. So
How the F did that happen? And why has he got a white stripe next to his name?
I'm gonna play actually I'm gonna play some clutch, and after clutch,
Don't burn up the clutch.
Yep, don't burn up the
Yep.
clutch, and then we will be back after that. It's a big
It's a
49.
weird heat race.
Taking out the competition like Justin Barsha and Jason Anderson. It's the Big 49 Supercross coverage coming to you live from wet-ass Seattle. So strap that helmet on tight because we don't care what the AMA says. We're leaving here with the red plate of Moto Broadcasting.
That's right, Big 49, your red plate of Moto Broadcasting, and we just got the Heat 1 of the 450s in it, and that was a weird heat. It didn't have a lot of big-name riders in it, but the big-name riders
I
that
don't know.
were in it
Is
rose
Adam-
to the top.
Is Adam Cianciarillo a big name rider?
Adam C., Barsha,
Did Barsha make it?
Is Barsha
Craig,
is Barsha,
and Plessinger.
is-
That was
is-
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Is Barsha a big name rider?
But Barsha wouldn't be, well, you know what, by the way,
Second.
Barsha didn't look good. Barsha was number 11 to start that race for about half of it.
Is Aaron Plessinger a big name rider?
Where did he finish? Barsha?
Dude, it doesn't have any of the leaders in it.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have
So he
one,
was like, he
not
was at
one
the
of
la-
the three.
He was almost LCQ in it.
Almost.
Yeah, well, it did. Barsha didn't look good. In fact, I'm going to change around now. I had Barsha at number 2 on the night, thinking he was going to fire it up and run with the big dogs, and he does not look good tonight. Ending up at number 4, going from 11 to 4. I'm going to take.
I have
him to
Barsha
number
at
4
3.
now.
I have Barsha at 3 right now.
I'm moving Barsha to 4. I'm going to go Tomac, Sexton, Webb, Barsha at 4, and then I'm going to take Craig for 5. Craig looks good. He won the heat.
Yeah, I had Craig. I could move Barsha and put AP, move Craig up is what I do, and then
AP looked good
put
too. AP
I
put
got
on a
AP
charge
at
at
5.
the
I
end.
got AP at 5. I got AP at 5. He's a good, strong 5.
Yeah, AP looks good tonight too.
You know
like
what?
coming back for some redemption.
If I were to say that if there's been any major transition going on right now in the 450 division that we could really talk about for a second, it's the Malcolm Stewart, Aaron Plessinger move, because it seems that when Malcolm walked away, Aaron stepped into that slot, and that it's a strong, good number 5 slot. And I think AP can hold that slot. I think it's a good spot for him. I think that if he can, he's really picked up where Malcolm left off in a lot of respects. If you look at the way the season has gone so far,
And if you look at the point standings, right? Like
Yeah.
Barsha's right there. AP's kind of behind
right
him,
behind
right?
him, just moving up like the Jeffersons to the east
Are you
side.
guys noticing the commercials are fitting to the broadcast tonight? Like someone listened to the Big 49?
It's a little better tonight.
Yeah, I'm seeing Wingstop. I'm seeing Modelo beer. Just things that
Like
people that are into
off-road
motocross would like.
trucks.
I don't know though. I'm waiting for
off-road gear.
I'm waiting for the HIV
How
medication.
was that
I haven't
subscription
seen
we
that
sent
yet.
you?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that HIV medication.
All
to
you
show
gotta
up.
do is call the number and you freaking give them Stretch's
Moto, you
address.
can't get
and-
high on HIV pills, so I don't want to borrow yours.
I just thought about I'd order them for you. That's all, Stretch.
Wow. That was a weird heat race because now we're going to see the second heat race. And the second heat race is
More
going to have
stacked.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the points race in it.
Wow.
In that heat race alone. That's going to be something. So you've got Tomac, Sexton, Webb. You also have Roxon in there. You're going to have everybody in this next heat race as far as, importance of points for the championship hunt. It's really weird. They stacked the heat race that deep with, that many
They're
riders.
talking to Mr. 28 right now.
Which
Christian
is the
Craig
first
talking to
time.
Will.
Is this first heat win, right?
Yeah, it's his
On
first
the
heat win.
450?
This is his first heat win. I'm gonna have to say
Good
that
for
since,
him.
since
I like
Christian
him.
Craig has gone from Yamaha over to Husqvarna, he's pretty much taken up the role of wallpaper.
Yeah, you said that,
Not
you know.
trying to be mean to the guy. I'm just saying, pointing out like he was really dominant in the 250 division on Yamaha, and it was a great platform for him. And
We
it
talked about that.
really-
Like, is he going to
yeah.
rip it up in the 450s or not, right?
Yeah.
But look at that, number
Dude.
6, man.
Look at that good news. Number
Exactly.
5, Dean Wilson.
Dino Wilson at
Yeah.
number 5, number
Moran's
4, Barsha.
at 8, and
Yep.
Chisholm at 9. So Chisholm is not going to lose his hot wife. He's into the main event.
Yep, but Freddie Noren,
right.
and Carnow and
LCQ.
Cross and Cartwright and Taylor are all going to be in
Well, because they're all on Kawasaki's. They're going to the LCK.
the LC.
That's
Oh,
badass.
last chance
Healy just
Kawasaki.
shows up and
Yeah.
freaking he's in the main, bro.
Yep.
Isn't it weird that Jason, the
That's
nicest
bad.
guy in the room, is the guy that came up with LCK?
Last chance Kawasaki.
Yeah.
He's also the guy that wears the HYR hat too.
Yeah,
last
so
chance
that's why.
Kawasaki.
That's in
There
the
you
name.
go.
It's in the name.
Right.
It's in the
Wow.
brand.
LCK is coming up, and there's a lot of them in there, man.
Isn't that the way it works, though? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out the,
No, like half the bikes in the LCQ have been Kawasaki's. I don't know what does that mean. Privateers prefer Kawasaki's? Does it mean they get better deals on them, or what is it?
I don't know.
Well,
choosy moms choose Jeff.
A
That's all
lot
I
of-
know.
A lot of racers, I mean, they go off contingency, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's really funny because he never has a second cup at home.
Dude,
Right.
Anderson's in this race too. Like
They get takeoff
everyone's
helmets
in
from
this
McAdoo.
heat.
Yeah. All right. Looks like 450 Heat 2 has just started,
Stank dog.
and we will see what happens. And it looks very predictable right now. Wow. All right. We will see what happens here. It is the Big 49, and we will jump into a song or two here, and we will be back right after this. It's Big 49.
There's questions to be answered in Seattle. Can Eli Tomac overcome the 3-point deficit he's given up to Cooper Webb in the championship hunt? Can Chase Sexton use the anger of getting docked 7 points in Detroit to get him back onto the top of the box again tonight? And how pissed off is Chase Sexton?
That's
after
another 7
getting
points.
Docked 7 points in a victorious
Right
effort
there
in
for Stretch.
Detroit. Can Bam Bam keep up the crazy pressure
go.
of the
That's
last
another
few
7 points.
rounds?
Yeah.
And is Aaron Plessinger ready for redemption?
Yeah, I saw
All of these questions are about
Probably
to
shouldn't
be
do production
answered
when I'm drunk.
as the gate's about to drop in Seattle. It's Supercross coverage on the Big49.com.
And here we go.
Stretch
That was
is
an
negative
exciting
14.
heat race.
Exactly.
Negative 14
That was
for
an
Stretch
exciting
already.
heat race, guys. That was really,
Yeah.
really good. The winner, Mr. Cooper Webb, who played a little head game going across the finish line as he looked back and made a hand gesture at Chase Sexton, who was in second place.
What kind of hand gesture was that, you think?
It looked like almost like a shoot, like a pow pow.
Like a pow-pow?
I got you, pow pow.
Like what he does the best. But here's
That was
the
a pow-pow either?
Here's,
Yeah,
here's
that
the
was a
thing about
pop-up.
Cooper. Here's the thing about Cooper that I absolutely think
I
it's
love that dude.
It's cool, but at the same time, I got to shake my head and go. He really is kind of everybody has one thing they do really well. Cooper has the ability to throw out head games to people
And then pow-pow?
and then do the pow pow thing, but at the same time. I only think that one rider on the track it really works well with, and that's one Mr. Kenny Roczen.
But he tried pulling on Sexton right now.
He tried.
Yeah.
I don't think anything works in Sexton's world.
Dude, don't F with Sexton. He just took out Jason Anderson, who tried to give him a little brake tap, and Sexton just took out his bike.
That was
Bam!
funny. That was funny though.
God, that was good.
Mess with me?
Yeah. That was an F me, no F
No
you,
F
man.
you.
F you, man.
Clip. Anderson's
Yeah.
eating karma, dude. The second
Yeah.
half of the season, it's just been karma on that dude.
I'm impressed though. I'm really impressed by the level of riding I saw in that second heat race.
Dude.
That was really good.
God, it was amazing.
And I don't think he was trying to just pull on Webb that last lap. He almost for a second, but then he went, no, I'm just going to, like you said, Stretch, get the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Sexton finished in third, and that's he doesn't care. I honestly think that's what he did. Who was he following? Cooper and Sexton,
Well,
the two dudes he cares the
I was
most
gonna
about.
say, Eli finished in third. Sexton finished second.
Yeah.
So-
And Sexton, I don't think was really going after Webb that hard. I think they were all studying each other's lines for the main event.
I think he was trying to show everybody, hey, listen, I deserve to be where I'm at right now, and I need to be higher because I should have been docked those 7 points.
Right. And then Webb looks back and goes, pow, pow.
Yeah.
If
The
Chase Sexton,
pow. Now, I think that what's going to be interesting is in the main. The main's going to be a very interesting race because we haven't seen Eli.
Jason Anderson's going to go back to his old ways and start taking people out.
Oh, Jason Anderson's definitely going to. He's going back to Felix the Cat, and he's going to his bag of tricks
He's
right
getting
now.
tired of eating dirt.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's going to his bag of tricks, definitely. But understand, he's got a lot of people gunning for him right now.
Just like Barsha.
Sexton's not a fan of him. Webb's not a fan of him. There's a lot of guys that just are not a fan of the way he
all he
rides.
was doing was holding that inside line the whole time on Sexton. Sexton was having trouble getting around him, right?
Yep.
What's the difference in that and Barsha's move back in Daytona? Right?
Exactly.
Holding the inside.
Hold the
When
inside.
Sexton
Hold the
took
inside.
out Barsha.
This
Yeah.
time, Sexton came in.
Just tapped him.
Look
And
at
just,
Cooper. He looks
like,
pissed.
just
Cooper
tapped him
doesn't
in.
look happy. He just won the damn
He
race.
just did a pow pow.
No, I don't think Cooper looks mad. I think he looks determined.
Okay. Yeah.
Cooper's. He has that determined look, and he knows how to play the game. Like
Plus, a heat race is nothing to him.
Yeah.
He wants main event wins. He could care less about a heat race.
One of the things about Cooper is he's a very determined rider, and he said it
Whoa.
in the very, very beginning of the season when he talked to us. He said,
Yeah.
I have the championship. That's what I'm looking for. I know this bike can do it. I know I can do it. He had the championship in his sights. He was going for it.
Look at that number 4.
Yeah,
if
Roxon
he would
at
have
4.
kept the 4.9
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
instead of the 9.4.
If Roczen would have just talked to Big 49 that day, life would be a lot better for Ken Roczen right
Did you
now.
see that?
I honestly
Dude,
think.
he's pretty impressive on a Suzuki right now.
Yeah. But if he would have talked to us that day, I think life would have been even better for him.
Hold
just
on,
proves
they
it
just
right
showed
there.
it again. The hand gesture that Cooper made
There's
at
pow, pow.
Chase. It was either a pow pow or not today, son.
I don't think
Which
that was
one
a-
did he
yeah, it
sun him
wasn't
or
like-
did he pow pow
Because you're
him?
not supposed to point at people, right? You know?
He pointed right at him,
Did
and
he
it was
point?
like
I don't know.
it was like no, son.
I don't know.
How did he get him? I can't decide which one it was.
I don't know.
I mean, you can do a pow pow. You can't point at people.
Really?
No, pow pow's bad. That's a gun gesture.
I think it's funny.
It was good.
I think it's funny. I think it's Cooper Webb doing what Cooper Webb does the best, and he plays the game.
Oh, I know what he said. In the air, he turned around and said, "Oh no, you did." That's what he said.
Oh, wait. Did he do a 2 snaps in a
snap.
Z formation?
Yeah, that's what he did.
No, you didn't?
Oh no, you did. That's what he did. Wow.
In a Z formation?
That was a nice little heat race.
heat
I am
race.
excited. Now we're going to go into the LCKs.
Yes.
See what happens there. Anybody want to change any of their 450 picks?
No, I'm not changing anything. I think that here's what I will predict, though, for the LCK. I predicted it'll be a Kawasaki. I think it'll be a
Because there's going to
Kawasaki.
be like 8 cowies.
And I think it's going to be a Kawasaki.
Let's do a side bet. 8 cowies? 10 cowies.
I think it's going to be a Kawasaki, and a Kawasaki, and a Kawasaki.
Okay.
That's what I
Wow.
think. I think you're going to have about 4 Kawasaki's in there, and there's going to be 4 loser Kawasaki's behind those
Right.
those other 4 Kawasaki's.
Wow.
Did I just say that?
Yeah.
Out loud?
Yeah.
You did the math.
Why are you guys
Okay.
hating on Team Green?
I'm not.
Buzz has stopped listening. He's hung up
I just
the
think it's
frickin-
funny, but I do think it's funny that I'm actually talking about it, and I just saw Ryan Villapoto on the TV. And, by the way, has anybody listened to the best 15 minutes in podcasting in the world?
I will punch you in the nuts.
In a week's time. In
I
one
will
week.
punch you.
In
I
one
do
week's
an
time.
hour a day, 5 days a week. The Stretch Show is the podcast.
Yeah,
and these
I haven't heard it,
MFers
but-
do 15 minutes.
In 1
How
week,
was it? How was it? Tell me, 'cause I haven't heard it.
Oh, dude, it's 15 minutes of pure amazement.
Really?
I mean, you couldn't get more wisdom in 15 minutes than that 15-minute podcast.
They just
I mean,
tell you,
it's hard.
throw the
hitting.
VP on and go.
Oh yeah, it's hard
Okay.
hitting. It's 15 minutes of awesome.
No, it's not.
And I'm glad that they can give out of a whole week. Okay, so that gives you 140 hours of time in a week.
Yeah,
Who's stupid
right.
enough to sponsor that thing? Who are their sponsors?
They give
That's
you,
what I'm going to find.
Out of 140 full hours in a week, they're
Right.
going to give you 15 minutes
From home.
from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's not even like they're going to a studio for 15.
it
15 minutes from home on the internet.
through an internet microphone.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's genius.
Right.
It's not even
And
you
an
know,
internet camera.
and it's not even well produced. I mean, it's the hardest hitting, best stuff you can get for 15
Wait a
minutes.
minute. SWV and Escape. Now we're talking.
Okay.
Now we're hitting
I better
it
check
out of
it
the
out.
park.
Yeah, I just
That
shake
sounds
my,
great.
I just shake my head. I got
All right.
15 minutes. You got to be kidding me. You can't give
How's-
an hour of your life.
How's that Liquid Death?
Oh, Liquid Death is
insane.
amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, that drives me crazy.
I absolutely love the Liquid Death, the Rest in Peach, but I definitely wanted to give him a
I
shout
tell
out.
anyone that sponsors that
can't wait for,
Ricky, that Bob and the Goat Show, anyone that sponsors that 15 minutes of fame, come to the Stretch Show podcast. I do an hour a day,
Oh,
5 days a week.
Wait. You're giving 5 hours a week?
A week, 5 hours a week.
A week. You're giving 5 hours a week versus 15 minutes of solid gold.
Yeah, and then we have the Moto Show
Plus
vlog,
a
which is
news
about
show.
another 5 hours.
And then 8 hours of news every
Yes.
morning.
And
Yeah.
don't forget about Bob and the Goat Show.
Matt,
Dude,
I forgot that stretch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'll start humping a goat on my show if it'll give me those sponsors.
Gee
My
whiz.
God.
15 minutes. What a joke.
I can't wait to try that milk.
I
man.
can't take a dump in 15 minutes. My Lord.
I want to be able to walk into Stretch's office one day
Yeah.
and go, Stretch, here's the thing. For the Friday show, I only want to cut it down to 15
15 minutes.
I figure if it works for RC and Villa Poto, I can do it for 15
By the way,
minutes.
at some point, I'm going to start a separate podcast. It's just going to be the Moto Minutes. I'm going to have the Moto Minute podcast, the Stretch Show podcast.
What you should do is you should do another podcast called 15 Minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
By
Where it's just
Rick
me
Dees.
taking a dump,
Just
sitting
me
on the
taking a
toilet.
dump for 15 minutes.
You just hear, oh,
By Rick.
that was a good
Dees.
one. Hold on, I'm going to need a little extra water on that one because I'm fancy. I got a bidet. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one's going to leave a mark.
Oh, man.
That's
Good
right,
thing we
huh,
got the
Stretch?
bidet. I'm saving paper. Oh, hold on.
Really gross, bro.
15 minutes.
My wife
Yeah.
buys that one ply. My finger goes right through it. Oh, it's on my finger. I got poo on my
But
finger.
I will say, Bob and the Goat,
Yeah.
it's funny stuff, man. It's funny
No,
stuff.
it's not funny. There's not one funny thing said in 15 minutes. Not a single funny thing.
The hard-hitting information you get in 15 minutes is just
You have
amazing.
expert opinion. I'll give them. They're two moto greats that give you
Wait.
amazing.
If they stand on each other's shoulders and they're both there for 15
Oh,
minutes,
you're
If they stand
going
on each other's
there.
shoulders,
does
they're
that
shorter
give you-
than they're
does
shorter
that
than
give-
Stretch.
Does that give you 30 minutes? Does that give you 30?
No, if they
So-
stand on each other's shoulders, they're still shorter than me.
Do they get 30 minutes if they stand on each other's shoulders?
What's that
they
game
got
in the
Jason,
pool,
they got
huh?
Jason
Okay.
Anderson's bike taken apart. You think his little drop it had something going on?
No. It's
Just cleaning it?
It's just some assemblies required. Well, welcome to motocross world.
Yeah.
I think that's so
By
funny.
the way,
That
is
was
it me
classic
or does
right
Jeremy
there.
McGrath look a little bit like John Lovitz? You remember that guy from Saturday Night Live?
I'm not
Jeremy
gonna,
McGrath
by the
looks
way,
like John Lovitz.
Jeremy, I've known you for about 30 years now.
He looks like John Lovitz.
I did not say that.
I
That
love
was,
Jeremy
That was
McGrath.
Stretch. That
I'm not.
Stretch,
I'm not
that-
dissing the guy.
Stretch
I'm
is
just
bad.
saying.
That was not Moto Man that
Stretch
said that.
is bad.
That was Stretch that said that. I've known you for 30 years.
Stretch is
you're,
bad.
You're a super cool guy.
He looks like John Lovitz.
You make no resemblance to John Lovitz to me whatsoever. You're just
I just saw John
you're just a
Lovitz
really
going
cool
fast
guy.
as hell on
Thanks,
a
Jeremy.
Kawasaki.
Stretch is bad.
Yeah, Stretch is
Oh.
bad. Yeah. See the demon. You see, it's all around. Stretch is the demon in a lot of cases.
No, look at these
Right.
commercials. I'm just saying.
By the way, did anybody hear from Officer Nick? I looked over
No,
and I saw a
hold
thing from
on.
Officer Nick.
Okay, well, we were
No, but I
talking
saw the
off
label
air.
come back on the milk thing.
Yeah.
What is this about a
It's
demon
great.
monkey?
That's
What
a
is
great-
the? You guys were talking about a demon monkey, and I said, "What's going on?" And you guys said, "Don't talk about it." So I'm like, now I'm talking about it.
You wanna talk
What
about
the hell
that?
is a demon monkey?
It's the Sun Wukong.
Uh-oh.
What the
Does.
F is that?
In Demon Wiki fandom. So Monkey King is considered one of the strongest Detrian demon.
He's not a
King
monkey
Royal
demon.
Chinese.
I put this in the box. It is not a
Pantheon.
monkey. I promise you
Well,
that.
hold on here. So he saw the
Kyle said he
the
saw-
demon monkey sitting up in a tree.
Nah, he said he saw a monkey thing.
He saw a monkey.
Where the F is
But
Kyle?
I'm wondering if it's the Monkey King.
Well, he's
Any monkey's bad. A monkey.
Is-
Will,
well,
did
the
you hear the
Chinese-
story I did on the show last week where the
Su Wong
monkey,
Kong.
dude, a lady in Oklahoma is sitting
Considered
there.
one of the strongest demons.
Dude,
for
this
a monkey.
lady's watching TV in Oklahoma. She sees a monkey on her porch in Oklahoma.
That's
She
what
opens
Kyle
the door
said.
and it ripped her ear off. It kicked her ass and ripped her ear off.
That's
Monkeys
the
are
last thing.
bad.
That's the last thing I heard from him, man.
Yeah, he's high somewhere. I think he's tripping on shrooms. That's why. He's
now I
last
can't.
thing I
Now I,
heard from him, bro.
now I can't even get in the computer, man.
Oh, because the demon's loose. Because you
This
started
is
talking
bad.
smack about Jeremy McGrath.
This is really bad. No, you did. You did.
Don't talk smack about Jeremy McGrath. I just say he looks like somebody.
Yo, you're so bad. You're
Man.
so bad.
Wow.
Let me see here.
I don't know, man. This is no good.
Yeah, this is all bad. You broke the computer. Can we not play music? What's happening?
We can play music.
Should I call Maurice?
No.
Yeah,
talk
I have
about
all right.
Satan machine right
I'm
there.
gonna get a good engineer in here to fix this thing.
You should. You should. Wow. I can't win. I really can't win. This guy is just like evil. He's purely evil.
So get back to the moto, dude.
Yeah.
Lawrence and McAdoo.
Exactly.
This is what happens next, right?
That is what happens next.
Lawrence isn't going to do anything, though. Lawrence
Hold on here,
is
hold on here.
smart. He's not going to get involved when he knows he's
There
faster
we
than
go.
somebody.
There we
Okay.
go.
Oh, shock the monkey?
Drop
Yeah.
the monkey.
By the way, I highly
one's for
suggest
Kyle.
if you see a monkey, shock that monkey and run. Because that monkey will
saying.
whoop your ass.
I'm just saying. There's a
That's
monkey
the last
to be
text
shocked.
I got from him, bro.
There's a monkey to be shocked. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a
I was
weird,
shocked at monkey.
weird looking monkey thing in my tree, and it's tripping me out while I'm listening to you.
Wow.
Something but effers.
Wow.
So
Now, is that because he saw himself on a milk carton at a grocery store that said, "Have you seen me?"
I saw that label. It's so bitching, dude.
It's so funny.
It's a badass
funny.
label,
It's
dude.
like,
I
have you
can't
seen
wait
me?
to have that freaking talking about
Have
it.
you seen me? It's like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And how they get the mango cart? I mean, dude,
The mango cart and the ghost
On the
in his hands on the tall cans right there in the middle of it, smiling. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Once again, genius. Thank
Yeah.
you to our friends over at Straub
They're good,
Distributing,
bro.
our guys over at
they literally
Beck.
they're making things happen.
They're
bro.
making things happen for us. I mean, doing a picture of our lost bookie and actually finding him
Yeah.
in lightning speed.
Yeah.
You don't
Drop
need the
monkey.
cops. All you need is a milk carton and some guy that can print it on the side of a milk carton. That's all you
Wow.
need. So,
Wow. Kyle's gone.
Monkey.
Kyle's
Monkey.
listening to K-Cow now or something.
He's out.
He's out.
That's why
he's
he's
like, F these guys.
screw you guys.
man.
I'm going home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's
I
doing
would've.
right now.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
Wow. This is crazy. LCQ, do we give a crap about it? Because I typically
No, not
do
really.
not.
Not really. Everybody that we're looking for in the 450s is getting there. The 250s, I think, didn't
Everybody got in.
everybody got in. So we're good. So
Yeah. No, you know who we care about? LCQ. We got RJ. RJ's in the
RJ,
LCQ.
yeah, RJ Widgman.
Yeah, we need RJ to get in the
Top
top
three.
4, so we do care.
Okay. All right. We can watch the 250 LCQ.
Yeah.
The 450 LCQ, not so much.
I'm fully support, bro. We got the beef jerky. We bring it every time.
Oh, dude, the
Dude.
Wagemans, by the way, if in all seriousness,
Right?
I mean, we do a lot of funny, like, snarky, dumb, tomfoolery, dumb shittery on this radio station
Yeah.
all the
Little
time.
bit.
All
Here
the
and
time.
there.
All the time. But I will say this.
Most of the time.
Two products I cannot stand behind more.
AIDS
One-
medication?
bro.
No,
The
not
commercial?
the
Not
AIDS
the commercial,
not the
bro.
AIDS medication, you dingaling.
Oh, okay.
I stand behind the R jerky. It's 100%. It's an amazing product.
That
They
is
do
good
it
stuff.
amazing way. I mean, it's out of all the beef jerky that's out there, it is far and wide the best out there. It really is. It's a good, solid product.
And it supports
I'm
a
the
good
best
cause,
sizzle
bro.
chest.
And it supports a great cause. I mean, those guys are just super good dudes.
I heard Dan Hubbard say the same thing today on the pre-show.
Well, that's fine because Dan at least knows at least one good product. The other good product that Dan doesn't know about, but he should know about, is Liquid Death.
No, he shouldn't because they'll go try to
And-
steal it from us, those thieving bastards.
I will say that the Rest in Peach is an
Don't tell.
amazing
If you
product.
tell Dan about Liquid Death, I'm going to punch you in the nuts.
I'm not going to talk to Dan about
Liquid Death is ours. Leave it alone.
It's ours, but I'm not going to talk to him about it personally, but I will tell people out there in Radioland, Liquid Death, Rest in Peach, an amazing... Their tea in general is far beyond
By the way,
prepackaged tea.
I love
At
good shit.
Supercross Live, they think Dan freaking Hubbard is a genius because he walks in and goes, "Hey, man, what do you guys think about Liquid Death and our jerky?" And da-da-da. And they're like, "Man, this guy's just loaded with great ideas.
This is good.
How about we do picks where we pick five riders every week?"
Let's pick on the 50s.
How did they figure that out?
Dan, he's your friend.
Do you think my friend Dan Hubbard is actually our good version of Benedict Arnold? Do you think he's selling us out?
Oh, I don't think he's doing it with any sort of ill intent, but yes, absolutely, I effing do.
You think he's selling us
Yes, yes.
You think he goes into the marketing meeting going, I got an idea.
Okay, you know what's
This is
interesting
what
about,
they're thinking. Huh?
You know what's interesting about this LCQ race? And I heard somebody, and I don't know who, I would give credit if I could remember who it was. It was on Instagram, and they talked about the 250s. They said how much of an advantage the 250 factory bikes would have in that long start in the drag race, as opposed to just the regular privateers, because they're such better machines. They go in the 450s, it doesn't really matter, but that long start in the 250s, the factory bikes really, really have an advantage.
They're showing the mud right now on the track, and it's still pretty goopy on that track.
I would knock Daniel Blair in that mud puddle, and he would drown.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
It says, it's funny. I'm looking here at the mud puddle, and that's a lot of mud right there. That's a lot of goop.
Yeah, but that's off the side of the track.
Yeah,
Like,
I
they
know,
just
but it's
kinda-
underneath plywood.
What if you
Plywood underneath
crashed
it.
into that through the top
Oh,
blocks?
that would be the
That would suck.
worst.
Oh, I want to see that. We got to make that happen. Woggy.
No, don't do the woggies. Trust me. Cameron McAdoo, by the way, if anybody can actually crash into that, get 2 helmet sizes bigger, and still win the race, it'll be Cameron McAdoo.
I would love to see it.
So,
Have you talked to him about this next moto or what?
I have not. Let me see if I can find him here. Let me go back here.
Is he going up to like a size 8 now on his helmet? Where's he at?
Hold on here. Hold on here. Hold on here. I gotta go back here. Drop the 1. Drop the 2. Carry the 5.
Pull your pants down if you're doing math.
Pull your pants down. Okay.
There's an extra 1.
Cameron McAdoo actually. Let me talk to him really quick here. He found out about that mud puddle, and here's what he had to say.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
The bike.
So that's what's going to happen. He's going to crash in there and then take somebody else's bike and finish the race.
Yeah, that's exactly what he
he's
said.
just like,
Wow.
it's like a Lawrence in him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We've
so-
never seen that in it happen in professional motocross
Listen
before.
to me very carefully.
Yeah, so I'm just
Imagine
saying.
that. Imagine you crash, your bike's done, you knock the next guy off his bike and finish the race on his bike.
What's the dog's name?
Yeah, that's all I had to say.
Wow.
Right there. What's the dog's name?
Wow.
So, no, in all seriousness, though, if anybody can crash into that mud puddle, it'll be Cameron McAdoo. And if he does, it would be kind of funny. It would be kind of epic, I would say.
It would be nice. Somebody going in that mud puddle, period, is like great content.
That's great. Stretch is standing right there with a camera going, I got you.
I got a camera fixed on the screen. I'm ready to capture that crap.
I got you.
Anybody want to move around their sub picks, which is Dino or Seeley or AP finishes? We got 10 points on Dino, 5 on Seeley, 3 on AP.
Yeah, well, apparently our content here sucks. And
I'm aware of that.
The people
I live it every day.
The people are mentioning it now.
Yeah, the people say our content sucks, and apparently the people at other radio stations are actually just wildly more
They're
entertaining
better
than we are.
Right.
I doubt that. That
Wildly
I
more
know.
entertaining. Wildly
I'm
more
pretty
entertaining.
sure that's not
Yeah.
happening.
I'm just saying.
Radio
At least when
sucks
I'm a
donkey
monkey in
balls.
the tree.
Here's what's weird about radio. now.
Kyle.
Yeah.
In radio, people they can't do anything. They're too afraid of getting sued or getting cancel cultured or doing anything compelling or edgy, and we got no F's to give. Like
Can't
cancel
form
us.
complex
Go ahead.
machines. Guns and explosives have chemicals, moving parts. It doesn't work that way. But it can form solid metal shapes.
Thanks,
He's
McAdoo.
going to form into a motorcycle.
Thanks, McAdoo.
Motorcycle. That's Cameron McAdoo for you there.
Wow.
So, Yeah, I agree with you. It's very litigious, and everybody's afraid, and everybody's a puss. And when you have a bunch of vaginas running around, and they're afraid of their own shadows, and they're afraid to do anything, you get I would say it's a complete. What's the right word for it? It is a. What's the right word for this? I'm trying to think. Suckery. That's what it is. Suckery. It just sucks. Yeah,
it does.
It
sucks donkey balls.
It's just like, wow, you want to know why you guys suck. So
yeah.
Well, at least we know.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. They suck. It's suckery.
Blows.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a good word for it.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's hard to come up with a good word.
Suckery is the most tasteful word that I think I can use on the radio right now.
Yeah.
So
it blows.
Right now we've got the LCQs coming up. Any ideas or cares, wants, desires, or needs or thoughts on the LCQs, gentlemen?
I'm actually just looking into Arnold Schwarzenegger movies now.
Oh, are you? Got it. So you're completely checked out.
Yeah.
How about you, Stretch? What are you thinking of?
The 250 I care only about seeing our boy RJ. I want to see RJ get through.
So do I.
Yeah.
Total Recall.
Like RJ.
Total Recall was a good one, huh?
That was a great movie.
Right.
Total Recall was a great movie, but
Yeah.
the Terminator is not in Total Recall.
Oh, wait a minute. Total Recall had the three boobed lady in the bar.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and midgets and stuff. You can't go wrong with any of that.
Wrong with that.
Predator.
That's entertainment.
It's one more.
He's got a lot of movies, bro.
Wow, do you
Conan.
see what they have on display right there? They had Kenny Roxon's yellow machine that he was riding at Red Bull, the
Yes, they
two-stroke
did.
YZ250,
They had the two-stroke YZ250 that was built by Mitch Payton.
which was a badass
You know,
yellow and
here's
black
a-
machine.
Here's a funny. I'm gonna get into nerddom for a second. But I was talking to Derek Kelly about his 125 that he rode at Straight Rhythm, and he was explaining that even Mitch Payton himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the breakfast cereal, could not get that 125 dialed in at sea level. Couldn't get it right.
That's because Mitch lives up in the Highlands.
Couldn't figure it out. They
Mitch
said-
is the Highlander.
That's the one thing I will say about carburetors. Carburetors, you have to almost be like the dog whisperer. You have to be like the carburetor whisperer. You have to know how a carburetor works. And apparently, according to Derek, he said they went through like 4 or 5 carburetors on that bike just to try to get it to work right.
Trying to fix it?
Yeah, and they couldn't get it right. So
I'm sure
crazy.
he knows carburetors, but maybe not on quick enough.
well, it's funny because Mitch Payton had every bike there. Just about every single bike there that was at that race was touched by Mitch Payton in one way, shape, or form.
All right.
What do you think Jet Lawrence yelled when he made hand gestures at Cameron McAdoo after he terminated him?
Yeah,
in
that
last
wasn't a
heat race?
pow-pow.
I'm looking here for Jeff Spicoli saying, "You dick."
It wasn't middle fingers. I would have been double middle finger.
No, I'm looking here.
Oh, and Danger Boy comments on it and says, "Out of line. What's your thoughts?"
Oh, yeah. That's good.
That's funny.
And then Jordan Smith comes back and says, "A little much for a heat race." So both of them chimed in. Now that's funny that they have, but they're also teammates. But oh man,
That
you know
is
that's
funny.
coming up. If Jet's going to hear about that in the press conference, that's what everyone's going to want to know about. What happened with you and Cameron in the heat race?
I've got it right here. Actually, I've got it right here.
Jet will call people out. What happened?
I've got that. This is behind the scenes right now. This is what's going on. What he said, right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is what he said.
This is very, very long.
Hello.
long pause.
My name is Mr. Ham.
Mr. Ham.
I have but one question for you. Can you attend my class? It is for your own good, and if you can't make it, I can make you. We have a 20-question quiz every
That's
Friday.
exactly it.
Your grade is
Mr.
the
Ham.
average of all your
But
questions,
that's
plus the midterm and final,
dick.
which counts
Exactly.
for 1/3. Got it?
Wow.
Also,
oh yeah. Here we go.
there will be
on.
no eating.
EATING.
No eating in this class. You get used to doing your own business on your own time. That's one demand I make. Just like you wouldn't want me to come to your house some evening
That's right,
and
Mumford
discuss
and
U.S.
Sons.
history on your time. Understand?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I was waiting for the you dick part.
That was
Boy,
the last
that's
time
long.
Sean Penn was cool before he turned into like a
Long-winded.
super
Why-
political
why
nut
couldn't-
job.
When did you two stop giving you just the little burp. Like I just wrote in "you dick." That's all I wanted him to
that
do,
came
so I
up,
could
huh?
play back.
The hand
And I
came
got
up?
the full-on
The hand?
scene of Mr. Hand, like half of the pastimes.
Yeah. You screwed that up. That's a 15-point deduction on you
Oh, gee whiz!
from today's points.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Jason for antagonizing.
I don't think there's any cowies in here.
No, this is the 250. The 450 is all cowies.
Okay.
But in the 250s, there's only a couple of cowies. But by the way, look who's sponsoring the 250 LCQ.
Do you see that?
Up in the clock in the
Kawasaki.
corner, it's sponsored by Kawasaki.
Talk to the
Wow.
hand, Cowie.
Yeah.
I see some chicken wagons
Bud,
running
what's
up
your
there.
problem?
No problem at all. I think you know where the front office is.
You dick!
There you go.
That's exactly what Jet said to him.
That was a long road there.
Yeah, it's a long road to a short "you dick."
Yeah.
That's exactly what Jet said to him.
Wow. I think Jet is, seriously pissed, but Jet will rise above it because he's Jet and he knows he's faster and he won't tangle with them in the next race.
I will say this about the Lawrence brothers. They are unbelievably smart. They're very sage young men, and they know when to say when. They don't get too caught up into the mix.
But they'll give you a hard pass if they get the opportunity and you've wronged them. They will.
And that last heat, he wanted to get back at him at the Terminator.
He did.
Because he was pissed.
He did.
And he was thinking about it. He only like 2 or 3 times almost.
Am I seeing this right in the LCQ?
Yeah.
Am I seeing this right?
Yeah.
You got a chicken wagon up at 1 and 3?
Am I seeing this right?
Yeah.
Am I seeing this right? My eyes are not. I'm not dilated or focused or anything like that. I didn't go into the wrong optometrist, did I? Okay, just checking.
No, you're good.
All I'm seeing is yellow. Well, that's kind of weird.
No, it's shifting quick.
Oh, got it.
And the only name in there that's any good is RJ, and he's not doing well.
RJ's not battling right now.
No, he's
back at the back.
He's back at the back unless the transponders are completely
It's funny.
screwed.
He did better in the heat race.
Right.
Well, I will say this: RJ Hampshire or RJ Wageman is a complete winner in my book when it comes to making beef jerky.
Yeah,
We talked about this. If you just put the spicy in your mouth and go
Dude,
race.
that stuff is amazing,
You know
and it just makes you cry. I mean, I was blowing my nose and crying the whole time. Going,
Okay.
oh my gosh!
Because
it's so
if you,
hot."
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
this
serious.
is-
You'd want to get off and get something